Hi gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. So I have been gone for a little bit. As you all know, I have been coming to the end of my educational journey. I am pursuing a terminal degree and your girl is pretty much done. So I had to step away for a moment to really focus on one thing. But I am back now, and today we're talking all about some of my vanilla fragrances that I have been enjoying this summer. So if you love a good vanilla fragrance and you're looking for some nice ones that you can enjoy in the summer heat, then please stay tuned. Hey friend, welcome back. I am super duper excited to be back with you and chatting about fragrances again. And so thank you for your time, and I just want you to know I'm super duper grateful for you. To those of you who are new here on this channel, I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey, and I also sprinkle in a little bit of lifestyle. So if you enjoy any of those things, then I think you will love it here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. The first fragrance I wanted to share with you all is one that I've been loving. I wore it recently for my dissertation defense, and it just made me feel really special. This one is Queening by Mind Games. This fragrance is truly, truly unique. I have not experienced any fragrance that smells quite like this. It's a truly unique fragrance, and for that reason, I feel like it was worth every penny. I think it is unique enough to warrant the price. Now, in terms of performance, one of you shared with me that this does not last on you when I spoke about this fragrance in a previous video, and I do agree with that because this fragrance is a softer fragrance. It's a more intimate wear. After about a couple of hours, it wears closer to the skin, but I think it has more to do with the scent profile than with the quality of the fragrance. And for that reason, this fragrance is great in the summertime. It's a mainly vanillic scent, but this one has a beautiful orris, it has a rum note, and I feel like those notes just give this a little bit more complexity. But overall, this is a powdery vanilla fragrance. Now, when I say powdery, I don't mean like baby powder. I mean like a chalky powder, a buttery, velvety powder. That's what Queening is. It's gorgeous. Queening has a very soft presence. It's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It feels very dressed up, very sophisticated, but it can also be worn with a casual outfit, a t-shirt and jeans, and you will still feel beautiful. It kind of adds the finishing touch to my look when I put it on. It's gorgeous. This also pairs very well with other fragrances because of how soft it is. So this is a beautiful, beautiful vanilla fragrance that is perfect for the high heat. This is Queening by Mind Games. The next scent I have here is from Juliana's Perfumes. This one is in a travel size, and this one is called Liquid Gold. So Liquid Gold is supposed to be a dupe for Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK. So because this is a dupe for Gentle Fluidity Gold, I am also saying that Gentle Fluidity Gold, if you wanted to splurge on the real thing, is also a very nice summertime vanilla. It's a vanilla that you can wear in the high heat, and it's the kind of vanilla that is light enough to enjoy in the high heat, but it also packs a little bit of a punch. It comes across as more serious. It's a bit bolder. It comes across as deeper and more resinous, yet it's not cloying or super duper heavy. I have multiple samples of Gentle Fluidity Gold, and I can tell you that Liquid Gold by Juliana's Perfume is amazing. It's an amazing dupe, and it lasts. It projects for a good 4 to 5 hours and will last all day on the clothes. So if you did not want to splurge on the OG, this is a nice one. And because I've been enjoying this so much, I am also getting ready to pick up the Arabian version of Gentle Fluidity Gold. And if you love a good Arabian fragrance, I'm going to be sharing that on the channel soon as I pick it up. And I'm picking up these dupes because I've been going back and forth with whether or not I want Gentle Fluidity Gold in my collection. And for some reason this summer, I've been really enjoying it. So I think I might splurge on the OG because I've been loving this. But before I do that, I wanted to get the Arabian version so that I could experience it and really get a good sense for, is this something that I want in my collection? And also to share that experience with my fragrance family who enjoy a good Arabian fragrance. So anywho, the OG is a beautiful fragrance. Beautiful fragrance. I love that it has that juniper berry, so it adds like this earthy quality to it. So it's not your typical vanilla. Another very unique vanilla fragrance. It smells expensive. It has more of a serious undertone than, say, queening. And so you could wear it for very special occasions, but you can also wear this when you just want to feel nice on a casual day. So this one is liquid gold, and it's supposed to be a dupe for MFK's Gentle Fluidity Gold, both of which are beautiful for the summertime. The next fragrance I wanted to share is actually a body mist. Well, this is a hair and body mist, and this is Sol de Janeiro's Cheirosa 59. Cheirosa 59, similar to queening, has a powdery essence, but it also has a woody vibe. And Gentle Fluidity Gold or Liquid Gold have this woody, earthy undertone. So I feel like this scent is a combination of those two elements. So if you enjoy a good creamy, velvety, powdery fragrance with a woody undertone, you may really enjoy this one. This one has a sugared violet aspect to it as well, so it does have a brightness to it. It's not as deep of an undertone as Gentle Fluidity Gold or Liquid Gold like I just showed you. This one has a brightness to it. And this one also feels very sheer going on. So again, perfect for the summertime because it's not heavy, it's not cloying. It has a sheerness to it, but it also still maintains a sugared component. It's a beautiful vanilla fragrance that's perfect for summer. So Cheirosa 59 is one that I love to spritz on when I'm just running errands or right before bed. It's a really light and unoffensive fragrance. It's very mass appealing, so you will get compliments. People will love the way this smells on you. But this one is a lighter body mist, so you do have to really go in with it. And for even more oomph, I would put on a vanilla body cream first. This would be the middle layer, and then I would put on a fragrance like Queening or Liquid Gold. Those fragrances would pair perfectly with this one. Another one that would pair perfectly with this one is a fragrance that has a sugared component. And so we'll get into that in a moment, but this is Cheirosa 59 by Sol de Janeiro. Very beautiful body mist, and you can also wear this in your hair. It's safe enough to wear in your hair. Speaking of a fragrance with a sugared component, this next fragrance is exactly that. This is Kissa Pink by Paris Corner. So Kissa Pink is your more dense, this is a little bit denser of a sugared fragrance, creamy, powdery, fruity, very sugary fragrance. That's what I get from this. Although this has apple and some other notes, I believe it has coconut. It's not your typical sunscreen-like coconut. This is a coconut that adds a creaminess to this fragrance and gives it like this thickness, this denseness. So this one here is when you just want to smell sweet. If you love a good sugary fragrance, you love a girly girl type of scent, you love a good gourmand, this is your fragrance right here. I personally have been using this to layer. I love layering this nowadays because it's very linear for me. And I'm not seeking the most complex of scents. I love my scents to have a little bit of complexity, but not be complex to the point where I just don't get them and people don't get them. I love a little bit of complexity, and this one right here is very linear in my opinion. So this one is pretty girl vibes. This one is fun, not meant to be taken too seriously, and this one is an Arabian fragrance that is very affordable. Perfect for layering when you want to add a bit of sweetness, a bit of sugariness. This also has this vanillic undertone. That's what I've been using Kissa Pink for, and I've been enjoying it. So this is one I would recommend if you're looking for a fragrance that has a vanillic undertone but is also really sugary sweet. This is perfect for layering and very affordable. Speaking of sugary sweet, the next one is So sweet. It's for my candy lovers, but it has a bit of complexity. This one is Kayali's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42. This is a fragrance I've been thoroughly enjoying. It is so good. I did not expect to love it as much as I do, but y'all, this was worth every penny, and I will definitely be repurchasing this fragrance. This is a fragrance I want to be in my collection for the foreseeable future, a long time. It's delicious, it's sweet, it's sexy, it has a bit of depth to it. The balance of scent notes and accords in here is just perfection. So I'm sure you all know exactly how this smells by now, because this is a viral fragrance, and I'm sure even if you don't have it, you've smelled it already. But this one is supposed to have this bubblegum kind of candy-like aspect, but for me, this one is so much more. It has a creaminess, there's a violet that after that initial spray start to come through. And then I'm sure you all have heard that this is very similar to Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle, but this one is a bit more fun. It's also a bit less syrupy, because I found La Belle to be so syrupy and dense and a little too heavy for the climate where I live. So although I loved that one, I ended up selling it because I just wasn't reaching for it. It was too heavy. This one is such a good compromise. This one opens up with a pear similar to Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle, but like I said, it develops into this sweet sugared violet. Then you get a little bit of creaminess, like this whipped cream, and it's just delicious. This smells sexy as well, and this is a compliment getter. I've received compliments every time I have this on, and this is one that my husband enjoys as well. He's complimented me as well, so highly recommend this one. Now, although this isn't the lightest vanilla fragrance for the summertime, it's also not the heaviest. It's also one that you can definitely enjoy in moderation. I would not overspray this one, but I would definitely spritz it on lightly to still be able to enjoy that sugary sweet whipped cream kind of vanillic fragrance in the summertime. So yeah, this is one that I would recommend as a nice summer vanilla fragrance if you have a sweet tooth and you love a sugary sweet perfume. This is Kayali's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar 42. And the last one is one I've done a dedicated video for. So I will link the video here so that you can go back and watch it and get all the details on this beautiful fragrance. This one is an Arabian fragrance that is affordable, but the quality is unmatched. This is Junoon Noir by Haramain. This fragrance, y'all, is amazing. Amazing. It's supposed to be a dupe for Dama Bianca by Xerjoff, but dare I say it, this performs so much better. This is a fragrance that not only will project immensely for hours, but it will be on your clothes the entire day, and it will still give you that moderate projection at the end of the day. I have worn this in high heat with high humidity, and this has held up beautifully. As I mentioned, I've done a dedicated video on this, so I won't go too much into detail about this fragrance, but just know this fragrance is like a whipped cream, a very light whipped cream. It has like a bit of an orange undertone. It's slightly powdery as well, not overly powdery, just enough powder, and it's perfect. It's sophisticated, it's very elegant. It gives off a very soft and sophisticated aura. And I really love this fragrance. It's an all-season type of scent. You can wear it all year round and it will leave a lasting impression. This is one that, although it's very unique, it's also mass appealing. People love this fragrance. And for the price, you are getting an amazing performer. This is one I would consider a 10 out of 10. Yes, this one, it's so good. It's such a pleasant scent. It just instantly lifts my mood when I smell this. It smells comforting at the same time. It's one that I would highly recommend. This is beautiful for the summertime because it's light. It's powdery, so it gives off this freshness. You feel fresh for longer, and it's affordable. So this is Haramain's Junoon Noir. If you are still here, thank you so much for still being here. I'm so grateful for you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like on your way out because that really helps my channel continue to grow. And if you enjoy fragrance content, I make quite a bit of it on this channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so that you never miss another video. Before we part ways, I wanted to share some encouragement with you per usual. Recently, my husband and I got into the Netflix show Sprint. And y'all, I've really been enjoying that show because there are so many life lessons that we can learn from runners. So last night we got to talking about the lanes on the track and the advantages and disadvantages of all the different lanes. And that outside lane that's usually kind of far out, where like even the cameras that are filming typically don't get that outside lane, is sometimes perceived as a lane of disadvantage. And last night we watched one of the runners move from one of the middle lanes because of her previous performance and be put on the outside lane. And y'all, we watched her from the outside lane. When you have no perspective of any of the other runners, you're kind of like on the outskirts, you're kind of a loner, so to speak. We watched her from that outside lane outrun everyone else and achieve an impressive time at that. And I gleaned a life lesson from that. Sometimes when you're on the outside lane, when you feel like you're on the outskirts, when you feel like you're a loner, when you feel like you don't really relate to anyone else, when you feel like you had a previous setback and it kind of, put you in this space where you feel alone, there's actually a benefit to that because you don't have the noise. And in the absence of noise is when you're sometimes able to perform at your best. And you may even surprise yourself with how amazing you do. And so in that moment, that runner had to shift her perspective, dig in deep, find and maintain that laser focus. And y'all, she was able to outrun everyone else. And that left such an impression on me. And I wanted to share that with you as well today. So I hope that encourages you the way it encouraged me. I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.